All of us value the right to be able to make decisions for ourselves. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities all too often have had decisions made for them. Having choice in one's life is a vital part for one's satisfaction, personal growth, and self-esteem. The purpose of this film is to teach DSPs how to support people to make informed decisions. Day-to-day interactions that support choice and decision-making closely resemble the role of a coach. Supporting choice-making requires following the person's lead. In coaching, the coach seeks to help the person discover the best path or strategy for themselves through questions and reflection. You will see a number of scenes with people who require varying degrees of support. Staff need to think critically about the amount of knowledge a person has regarding a choice and whether or not they have lacked the life experiences that would give them the knowledge to make an informed choice. Ultimately, the goal is to recognize that informed decision-making is essential to person-centered support and leading a self-determined life. You are going to see a scene where Keith has budgeted his own money to purchase sneakers prior to going to the amusement park with his parents. He has $150, and his parents have requested that he have $100 for his weekend trip. Therefore, he has $50 left to buy sneakers. He is being supported by his DSP Monte. Let's watch.
Oh, wow, I love the sneakers. That's cool sneakers. This is $140.
How much are they?
$140.
You can't get the sneakers because you're going to Great Escape with your parents. You need the money for that.
I need the money for that?
You need the money for that, so let's go. All right, let's go.
Monte.
Come on, Keith, we have to go now. Come on, let's go.
This is obviously a difficult situation. How did the DSP handle the situation? Pause and discuss. If Keith wants to spend his money and his parents don't want him to spend that much money on the sneakers, what should the DSP do? Pause and discuss. What should the DSP do if in his own value system he thinks the sneakers are too expensive? Pause and discuss. In this situation, does Keith have the right to make his own decision? Pause and discuss. Let's see this scene again with Monte supporting Keith in making an informed decision.
Wow, I love the sneakers.
Oh, you like those sneakers,
Yes,
Keith?
I
Really?
do.
How much are they?
It's $140.
Now, you know we got a Great Escape going on this weekend with your family. You need the money for that.
I need the money for that?
So, what would you like to do?
No, I'm like,
I mean, we have a choice. You could get the sneakers. What do you think that you can do? What's some of the choices?
I don't know.
Here's the choices, Keith. We can get the sneakers now and then don't go to Great Escape tomorrow. Or you can wait to get the sneakers and then go to Great Escape tomorrow. Or you can buy a cheaper pair of sneakers and then still go to Great Escape. So what are the choices?
I like the sneakers.
Get the sneakers now
Yes.
and then don't go to Great Escape when?
I stuck.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So if you get the sneakers today,
Yeah.
where can't you go tomorrow?
Whiskey.
Great Escape.
Yes.
But if you don't get the sneakers today, then where can you go?
Whiskey.
Great Escape.
I like the small,
So do you want to get a cheaper pair?
the cheaper pair.
That's what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, so if you get the cheaper pair, what are you able to do later?
Whiskey.
Great Escape. There you go.
Yeah.
So what decision do you want to make?
I like to both.
You want to do both?
Yes.
Sounds like a good choice, Keith.
Yeah.
Let's take a closer look at the skills DSPs need to support a person to make an informed decision. There are two fundamental skills that are used throughout the process when supporting people to make informed decisions. The first skill is to keep an open mind and not be overly judgmental. Even if what a person desires seems unrealistic to you, it is important not to shoot down a person's dream. Instead, help explore it. The second skill that you will also use throughout the informed decision-making process is active listening. Active listening is how you help someone make an informed decision. There are 3 components to active listening. The first component is repeat, where you restate what a person communicates. The second component is ask, where you ask questions and observe body language to ensure understanding. The third component is validate, where you acknowledge a person's feelings and desires. Now let's watch a DSP demonstrate active listening.
What's going on today, Glenn?
I really want to quit my job.
You want to quit your job? What happened?
Because people at my job are not treating me right.
They're not treating you right? That's not good.
No.
What happened to make you feel that way?
They would yell at me and things I didn't do. I'm just trying to do my job. And
I understand. I would feel bad too.
As you just noticed, the components of active listening, repeat, ask, validate, are used multiple times throughout the conversation, not necessarily in order, to help the DSP understand what a person is communicating. We are now going to introduce 5 steps that are to be used when supporting informed decision-making. Remember that active listening and keeping an open mind are used throughout the entire process. Here are the 5 steps. Each step is essential and should be explored before moving on to the next step. The first step is to understand what the person wants. The second step is to gather information. The third step is to explore options and possible outcomes. The fourth step is, if ready, have the person make a choice and empower them to make their choice a reality. For some important decisions, more time may be needed to make a final decision. Evaluate, which is the last step, is thinking about what worked and what needs to change. By keeping an open mind, using active listening, and understanding the 5 steps, you will be able to effectively support and empower people to make informed decisions. Pause and discuss. Let's take another look at the scene of Keith at the mall and see where Monte used the 5 steps to support Keith in making an informed choice.
Wow, I love the sneakers.
Oh, you like those sneakers, Steve?
Yes, I
Really?
do.
How much are they?
It's $140.
Now, you know we got a Great Escape going on this weekend with your family. You need the money for that.
I need the money of that.
So, what would you like to do?
No, I'm like,
I mean, we have a choice. You could get the sneakers. What do you think that you can do? What's some of the choices?
I don't know.
Here's the choices, Keith. We can get the sneakers now and then don't go to Great Escape tomorrow. Or you can wait to get the sneakers and then go to Great Escape tomorrow. Or you can buy a cheaper pair of sneakers and then still go to Great Escape. So what are the choices?
I like the sneakers.
Get the sneakers now
Yes.
and then don't go to Great Escape when?
I stuck
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So if you get the sneakers today,
Yeah.
where can't you go tomorrow?
Whiskey.
Great Escape.
Yes.
But if you don't get the sneakers today, then where can you go?
Whiskey.
Great Escape.
I like the small,
So do you want to get a cheaper pair?
the cheaper pair.
That's what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, so if you get the cheaper pair, what are you able to do later?
Whiskey.
Great Escape. There you go.
Yeah.
So what decision do you want to make?
I like to both.
You want to do both?
Yes.
Sounds like a good choice, Keith.
Yeah.
With staff support, Keith was empowered to buy a pair of sneakers and go to Great Escape with his family, which is what he chose to do. Some helpful tips for informed decision-making are: slow down the process, stay at his pace, have the person repeat the options, don't overreact to frustration. In this scene, Glenn wants to quit his job. He is being supported by his DSP, Claude. Based on the informed decision-making process we just reviewed, is the DSP following the process? Let's watch.
What's going on, Glenn?
I want to quit my job.
What do you mean you want to quit your job?
Because people at my job are not treating me right.
Well, what are you going to do all day without a job?
I'll find a different job.
You can't just sit around, right? And staff really worked hard to get you this job.
Yeah, that's true, but I shouldn't have to go through that all the time at work.
You really shouldn't quit. You should try to stick it out. It'll get better.
Yeah, that's true, though. You can always talk and work it out.
I think it'll get better. I think you should try to stick it out, even if you don't like it.
Yeah. I'll stick around.
Based on the informed decision-making process we just went over, how do you think the DSP handled the situation? Pause and discuss. Now let's see the scene again, with Claude using the informed decision-making process while keeping an open mind and using active listening throughout.
What's going on today, Glenn?
I really want to quit my job.
You want to quit your job? What happened?
Because people at my job are not treating me right.
They're not treating you right? That's not good.
No.
What happened to make you feel that way?
They would yell at me and things I didn't do. I'm just trying to do my job, and
I understand. I would feel bad too.
And yelling at me for no reason.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So what do you think you should do?
Just quit until something comes up.
I understand why you want to quit, and you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if you quit?
I wouldn't have a job, and I wouldn't be making any money.
Do you know what you would do all day?
I'll be bored all day.
Do you think you have any other options?
We should talk to my job coach and work it out.
Maybe talk to your job coach and have him talk to your manager. Maybe the three of you can come together.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
What else do you think we can do?
Talk it out. We can start looking for keep this job until we can find you a different job.
Maybe try and stick it out, but look for another job.
Yeah.
You could do that too if you wanted.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that this is a big decision, and you don't have to make the decision right now. So maybe we can talk again later.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Good. Thank you.
No problem.
Later, they met again. Glenn made his decision, and Claude empowered him to make it become a reality. Some helpful tips for informed decision-making are: don't rush. Decisions don't always have to be made right away. Seek guidance and support from the rest of the team. There's a team to support you. With life decisions like this, you need to bring it back to the team. Clarabelle is shopping with her DSP, Kristen. Let's watch.
All right, Clarabelle. Let's see if they have any pants that are good for summer. Oh, these are nice material, Clarabelle. Oh gosh, you know what? We're probably gonna have to just get the black ones because you have so many colorful tops at home to go with them.
Why do you think the DSP didn't involve Clarabelle in the decision about which pants to buy? Pause and discuss. After browsing through the store, let's watch Kristen involve Clarabelle in making a choice of which pants Clarabelle wants.
Okay, Clarabelle, you see anything you like? What about these pants? They're pretty wild. What do you think? Do you like these? I see that you're looking at these purple and pink ones. Alrighty, we'll get these. You want to go find a shirt now?
What did the DSP do differently in this scene? Pause and discuss. How did the DSP know that Clarabelle really wanted those pants? While this looked like choice, it could be an illusion of choice. She may always look at an item to her right. Let's see the scene again, done in an even better way. To confirm that Clarabelle really wants those pants, the staff is going to switch the items around to confirm her choice and see if a choice is really being made.
Okay, Clarabelle, let's see if we can find some pants. These look pretty cool. They have a nice pattern. Nice material for the summer. Which one do you like, the purple ones or the black ones? Like these? All right, let's see.
Active listening is particularly challenging with someone who communicates using alternative methods. In this situation, Kristen had to be a good observer of Clarabelle's body language, particularly her eye gaze. Based on the informed decision-making process we just went over, how do you think the DSP handled the situation? Pause and discuss. Now let's take a closer look at how the DSP followed the 5-step process. Step 1. Understand what the person wants. Clarabelle has always liked getting new pants in the summer. Step 2. Gather information. Clarabelle browsed different racks in the store. Step 3. Explore options and possible outcomes. Clarabelle narrowed down her choice to 2 pairs of pants. Step 4. If ready, have the person make a choice and empower them to make their choice a reality. Clarabelle chose through eye gaze, and the DSP confirmed by switching positions of the items. Clarabelle bought the purple pants, assisted by the DSP. Step 5. Evaluate. Think about what worked and what needs to change. The DSPs assess Clarabelle's satisfaction with the purple pants by observing whether or not she chooses them when she brings them home. Some helpful tips for informed decision-making are: understand how a person communicates. Test the choice and determine whether a choice was really made. In this scene, you'll see Mike seemingly make a life choice that appears to be unrealistic, and the DSP Jordan is not able to keep an open mind.
So what's new?
Yeah, you know, for a long time I wanted to be a fireman.
Fireman, huh?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Why exactly you want to be a fireman?
Because I've watched a lot of emergency on it, and I used to go down to the fire department a lot, and I used to help out down there, so.
So you want to be a fireman, but you know they carry people out of the burning buildings and everything like that. How are you going to be able to do that while you're in a wheelchair?
I don't know, but I've always wanted to be a fireman.
I mean, that sounds good, but I don't think that's going to be possible for you, Mike.
I can give it a try.
I mean, you can, but realistically, it would be very difficult.
But I wanted to do that so badly. Why can't I?
How do you think Jordan responded to Mike? How might you have responded if you also thought the person was making an unrealistic choice? Pause and discuss. Let's see a better way of handling it.
So how's your day been going?
Good, good. You know, Jordan, I might as well tell you, I've always wanted to be a fireman.
Fireman? That's awesome. Why is it that you want to be a fireman?
I've always watched, you know, TV, you know, I watch these emergency on TV, and I've always gone to some of the fires in the local area in Schenectady.
Okay. What is it about being a fireman that interests you?
It's just the excitement.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of excitement with that.
Yes. And also, you know, like next year, I'm getting married, and I want to make a few, you know, I want to make a few dollars on the side.
All right then. So being a fireman is exciting. Being able to help out extra money is always good to have extra money. What are some things that you know you would want to do as a fireman?
I would rather be a dispatcher.
A dispatcher.
So I'm in a wheelchair and everything. You know, I can easily pick up the phone and say, Schenectady Fire Department, how can I help you?
Oh, you got it all played out already, huh?
Yes.
All right, I like that. So what else would you like to do besides a dispatcher if that job was already filled?
I can always be a fill-in.
All right, I mean, that definitely sounds great. What are some other things that we can possibly do maybe at the firehouse, or if the dispatcher, you know, if they don't need you necessarily for that? We can always research it to see what kind of other volunteer work we can do.
That would really be great.
Yeah, I think it sounds great.
Based on the 5 steps of informed decision-making, which step is Mike up to now with support from Jordan? Pause and discuss. In this particular scene, he is only up to the 2nd step, gathering information. to learn about possible opportunities. The first step is understanding what the person wants. Mike has made it clear that he wants to work at the fire department. Step 2 is gathering information. Mike is learning about possible opportunities. Don't shoot down a person's dream. Help explore it. Often people we support are experience poor, meaning they have not had the opportunity to experience what is needed to make an informed decision. The scene begins with staff discussing how Ivan responded to a variety of community activities.
How we doing, everyone?
Hey, Chris.
We'd like to plan some activities for Ivan moving forward. Do we have any suggestions?
I was thinking gardening.
Well, the gardening, we took him outside with Tammy, and he didn't seem to like it. So we have to hope he doesn't like it. All right, come on, Ivan. We're about to help Tammy. Come on. We're going down here. Come on, you're gonna help us, all right? You wanna help us with the gardening? Come on. Very well. So he ended up saying no and we went back inside.
Okay.
Okay. Any other suggestions?
What about pet therapy? He seemed to really enjoy that.
I agree with you. I've definitely noticed that. Look who I have. Shadow, come. Do you want to pet Shadow? Good job. Shadow really likes that. Do you like petting Shadow?
He does love dogs.
He does.
Okay.
So we can definitely try that again, right?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
It's my understanding you took Ivan to the food bank. How did he like it?
He didn't seem too sure about it. So maybe it's because it was his first time.
Okay.
But he kind of liked it. Ivan. Just like that. Thank you. All right. Go ahead, Ivan. Good job. I think we should definitely try and take him again.
That sounds good. We can follow up with that.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hi, Ivan.
Hi,
Hey, sit
Ivan.
down.
Come and sit with us.
How you doing?
Plan some activities. What do you want to do this weekend?
Some suggestions for some activities that you might enjoy. Would you like to hear them? Some pet therapy, spending time possibly with some dogs. Would that be something you might enjoy? Excellent. We also discussed gardening.
Do you want to hang out with us for a couple more minutes?
Even though Ivan was only able to tolerate staying for a short time, he made the choice that he would like to spend time with dogs and not do gardening. How did staff use active listening to gather information about what Ivan may want? Pause and discuss. The next step is for staff to take his likes and dislikes to create concrete options for Ivan to choose from. When supporting a person who uses alternative methods to communicate, don't just rely on your knowledge of their past history. Give them a chance to explore options and participate in the decision-making process. A helpful tip for informed decision-making is, don't assume that just because a person doesn't like something once, that they will never like it. There could be many factors contributing to how someone responds to something. Often a person needs exposure to things several times or to have the opportunity to try something again if it was tried in the past. You're about to see a scene of Bonnie talking to a friend with whom she works. They have never gotten together outside of work.
Hi. Hi, Virginia. To the movies. Yep. I think it was called Max, about a dog. It was okay. I can't wait to see you either. I missed you too.
After the phone call, Shonda, a new DSP, sits down and talks with Bonnie.
Hi, Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
You look so happy. What's going on?
I just talked to my girlfriend on the phone.
Who's your girlfriend?
Virginia.
Virginia from, I'm not really sure who's Virginia. I don't know her.
She lives in Schenectady.
Okay. Have you seen her recently? Or?
No, I haven't.
So what's going on?
We've been good friends for a long time.
That's good. That's good to hear.
We have.
How often do you speak to her?
Every once in a while I call her on the phone.
Okay. So when do you see Virginia?
Only at work.
What about the weekends?
I talked to her on the phone.
Bonnie has never been given support to see her friend outside of work and thinks it's not possible. Shonda gathered information by going to a more experienced staff to find out why Bonnie has not received support to see her friend outside of work. Let's watch how she handles it.
So Zach, I just saw Bonnie. She got off the phone with her friend Virginia, who she haven't seen on at least on the weekends other than work. And I was wondering why.
Well, I mean, we understand Bonnie's needs and what she would like to do, but you have to understand with our available staffing, and we only have one van here, we can't just dedicate all our resources just to take Bonnie out to see a friend who lives about almost an hour away. Because, you know, we have to take, Bonnie and all the other individuals that live here, we also have to take care of their needs as well, you know.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I do think it's a big deal, whether it's 45 minutes or an hour away. It is her friend, and how would you feel if you didn't get to see your friend other than work?
I mean, yeah, I can understand from your point of view, you know, I would have to see someone, and I would like to see her too.
I was thinking there's other ways that we can probably try to get Virginia and Bonnie together.
We can definitely do that.
Okay.
After speaking with Zach, Shonda encouraged Bonnie to self-advocate. Shonda then sat with Bonnie to explore the options and decide what she wants to do.
Hi, Bonnie. I just wanted to follow up with you in regards to you going to visit Virginia. I remember we talked about this. I know this is important to you, so if it's important to you, it's important to us. Can you tell me some of the things you would like to do with Virginia?
I go to her house.
So that sounds good. You would like to visit Virginia at her home?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to do with her?
Take her to the movies.
The movie sounds good. We're gonna look up some movies on the internet so we can see what's out. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. So what are some other options you would like to do with Virginia?
Take her to the mall.
Okay, the mall is good. Anything else?
After dinner.
Dinner? Okay. I know you discussed about Virginia coming to your house or you going to see Virginia. Is that something you would be interested in doing?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Yep. So that's something we can do.
Yep.
So Bonnie, what are the choices you have?
Movies.
Okay. Anything else? That sounds good.
The mall.
The mall.
And visit Virginia.
At her home?
At her house.
All right, that sounds good.
Yep.
What would you like to do first?
Take her to the movies.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds something like that we can do. Yep. And we can explore together and look it up to see what you're interested in seeing. Okay.
I think. Yeah. I think.
How did Shonda support Bonnie by using the informed decision-making process? Review each step. Pause and discuss. Step 1. Understanding what the person wants. Shonda asked Bonnie what she wanted. Step 2. Gather information. Shonda spoke to the experienced staff to advocate for Bonnie. Step 3. Explore options and possible outcomes. Shonda talked with Bonnie and explored possible activities she wanted to do. Step 4. If ready, have the person make a choice and empower them to make their choice a reality. Bonnie chose the movies, and with staff support, Bonnie and Virginia went to the movies. Step 5. Evaluate. Think about what worked and what needs to change. Staff spoke with Bonnie after she went out with Virginia and heard that they had a great time and would like to continue to get together outside of work. Shonda did an excellent job in supporting Bonnie's right to see her friend outside of work and explored with Bonnie on how she would like to do it. A helpful tip for informed decision-making As much as possible, support people to be self-advocates. At dinner time, people are eating a meal that was chosen for them without their input. Let's watch.
What's this? Greens? Fish. Ugh. Yuck.
This fish is real good. This new menu item is real good from the dietitian.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah,
You really
bud.
don't look like you're liking it.
Nah. Really?
No.
No.
What seems to be wrong with it?
I'm not a fish person.
Is there something we can put on it to kind of help you eat it?
No.
No. I don't know.
I don't either.
Can we just try it, being that it's, it's one of our new healthy menus from the dietitian?
I'm sure you noticed that the food was not enjoyed by everyone. One of the staff seems to enthusiastically enjoy the meal, and the other acknowledges that there might be a problem. All too often, dietitians and management have been asked to plan healthy meals without the input of the people we support. After finding an alternate meal, a meeting took place to discuss new menu options that had been recommended by the dietitian.
So I pulled out some pictures and some recipes from this cookbook that the dietitian approved. Did you guys want to look at it and see if you guys like it? I can pass the pictures around.
Sure.
For you. What do you think of that one? That's the spinach tomato pizza.
No.
Does that look good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to pass it over to Steve and you tell me if that looks good. You're okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Med till pizza.
Yeah.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza. Okay. So it seems like you all like the pizza. That sounded like something we should try. So why don't we have it on the menu another night?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So what about some chickpea spinach curry? What about that? Does that sound interesting? That looks like a no. Is that a no? Yeah.
No.
Okay. What about some chickpea spinach curry? Does that look good? No, you don't like chickpeas? Okay. So it looks like you guys aren't all a fan of the chickpeas, so why don't we take that one off the menu?
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody had any avocado salad?
No.
No? Shall we taste it one night to see if you guys like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Little taste to see. Because you never know until you try it. Right? So why don't we give it a shot? I can show you guys the picture.
Was that an informed choice or an illusion of choice? Pause and discuss. While choice was offered, this was an illusion of choice because they were experience poor, having never tasted chickpea spinach curry. Informed choice is based on knowledge and experience. They should have the opportunity to taste the food to discover what they like or dislike. They should also be involved in preparing their meals. The next day, they made one of the meals selected, a healthy pizza, and made it more individualized by having each person choose toppings for their part of the pizza. Let's watch.
You guys ready to have a pizza party tonight? Yeah. It is Friday. The weekend is here.
Yeah.
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 All right. Let's all make
And
a
we're
pizza.
going to party afterward.
Party all
Party
night
like
long.
a rock star.
Yeah, you know it, yeah.
What do you think? Party like a rock star.
Dance party tonight.
Yeah.
How did the DSPs provide support by using the informed decision-making process? Review each step. Pause and discuss. Step 1. Understanding what the person wants. They want good-tasting, healthy food. Step 2. Gather information. Get possible healthy options from the dietitian. Step 3. Explore options and possible outcomes. Discover likes and dislikes through food tasting. Step 4. If ready, have the person make a choice and empower them to make their choice a reality. They chose to make a healthy pizza for dinner. With staff support, they shopped and made a healthy pizza for dinner. Step 5, evaluate. Think about what worked and what needs to change. As different food options are chosen, staff should continuously assess people's satisfaction and make desired changes. Given that it's a group situation, they might not always agree on every meal, and alternate options should be made available. You have just learned how to empower people to make informed decisions. Everyone can make informed decisions while requiring varying degrees of support. Remember to always keep an open mind. Continuously use active listening and support people's right to choose. By doing so, you are being a true person-centered support professional who empowers people to have a more self-determined life of their choosing.